What importance does short film making has on someone venturing into film directing, especially?
This is a very beautiful question, and it's very attractive to me, particularly because often we make a huge mistake as filmmakers. Sometimes you ask, what films have you made before? And all the other things you hear people talk about are feature films. I did 130 minutes film. I did that. I did that. You see, they don't recognize the fact that, a baby learns to walk by crawling, and taking one step at a time. For me, the importance of short films, which eventually will lead you into feature films of that. With short films, it gives you um, a limited creative space in terms of no, I wouldn't say limited creative space, because the creative space for me is beyond what you can imagine. But I feel that it gives you some confines within which you can work. For me, most importantly, short films. They are very short, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. It gives you the ability to be able to work with fewer crew. It gives you the ability to be able to channel all your resources in doing something very small, which you can, for me, will later graduate. You can learn from your mistakes. You can learn from your challenges, because you have not yet ventured into the big picture. So it gives you that kind of small project that you can work on and learn and build up on to eventually be a feature filmmaker. So for me, how important short films really have helped us, it made me to understand some of my challenges, because from school, coming to into the industry, I started with short films. And the short film, the first one I started with, it's Komabuza and Gahozozo, which won awards, right? Which one was the two of them won an award. The challenges that this posed to us was very enormous, and for me, we had a lot of issues that we learned from. We were challenged, and you're working eventually with smaller crew, smaller actors, people who are not even professional actors and stuff like that, and you are putting all these people together, and it's your first time, so you can learn from all your mistakes, and then you can build up. And it made me acknowledge the fact that it's very important aspect of our development as filmmakers, that if we want to be a good filmmaker, you want to be a feature filmmaker, start with smaller project that you can learn and make all the mistakes you can, because huge project requires huge cast, requires huge crew, and for you to mobilize all these people without any ground experience, I'm sure you're heading for disaster, or you have the balls to stand it, and that is fine for you. It's good. So it's important that we learn one or two aspects of short films, and from there tell a story that is compressed within a short space or short time. Then if you have learned from all the lessons of making short films and failing in that sector, I'm sure you can now venture into the big world. If you are a student of film, obviously you have to go through the process. Why is it that you have to go through the process? You start from foundation, you start from somewhere, in between the lines, and then you can progress from there. I feel short films is the foundation, that you need to learn and build upon to eventually venture into feature films. It's very important, because I can't be a doctor without learning the foundation of the course, and introductory courses. When you go to level 100, whichever school you find yourself, everything is introduction. At the end, you're being introduced to something. So for you to do a feature film, be introduced to a short film, and I think it gives you a lot of room to think, to make mistakes, and to correct and build up on that. It's important. It's very, very important. For me, I acknowledge that and appreciated that more when I had the opportunity to do my first feature, you know, because the mistakes that I was making, I no longer made them. Then again, I realized something that I was not able to endure because it was so stressful doing a feature film. But I've done a lot of short films, so I was taking it one step at a time. And for me, the build-up was good, you know, because I have practiced with my camera, I have practiced with my lights, I have practiced with a lot of the equipment, and even my creativity, you know, was expanded, you know, and the enthusiasm that I could do it really leans on the fact that I did a lot of short films.